Good morning, Bitcoiners. Here we go again. It's Friday today. This is Mario. Well, I'm gonna turn this light on. See that? My son gave that to me because he knows I'm into Bitcoin, and the other day he came by and gave me a bunch of stuff, Bitcoin souvenirs and stuff like that. But anyway, here we are. Today we're gonna do another lesson, and the lesson is, there's a lot of questions out there. Is Bitcoin still affordable? As you know, the price of Bitcoin is way up there. It's for one Bitcoin, it's like 70,000, and who can afford 70,000? Not me. So I don't think I can afford it if I sell everything, and then put it in Bitcoin. But you don't want to do that. So, or you might want to do it, but I don't know, it's really up to you. But I'm in no position to do that because I got other needs to take care of. So we got a price of 70,000, and the question for people is, how can I buy that? How can I get in Bitcoin? And they feel like they missed the boat, that there's no way they can invest in Bitcoin. When we look at it, see what the factors are in influencing the prices of Bitcoin. The biggest factor is basically the market demand, and I think there's, the market demand right now is really high. Institutions, hedge funds, rich individuals with got lots of money, and people like you and me, the Bitcoin cult out there who's just buying. Governments, in the U.S. States, Wisconsin is starting to buy a Bitcoin. So the demand is just getting higher and higher and higher. So of course, because of the demand, the price goes up. Another factor is the scarcity. As you know, you can only the supply of Bitcoins is only up to 21 million coins, making it a scarce asset. Because the supply is capped, this can drive up the prices again. And another factor is adoption. As I told you, a lot of businesses and financial institutions are adopting Bitcoin, and all over the world, Bitcoin is slowly being adopted. I mean, there's still a lot of people who don't believe in Bitcoin and thinks it's a scam, but the adoption rate is getting more and more. Slowly, there's people getting influence, or they change their mind, basically saying that, oh no, Bitcoin is the way to go. And then there's the market sentiment, the news, the social media, and market trends basically are, there's more and more pro Bitcoins out there. Even here in the US, the government is changing their, this election, so either you're a Democrat or Republican, doesn't matter, both sides support Bitcoin. And I really don't understand why they're making it political when this is it's mostly more like economics for me. I know a lot of Republicans support Bitcoin, and I know a lot of Democrats support Bitcoin, so it doesn't really matter. And finally, another factor that's you gotta watch out for is the regulation. How government policies and regulations can affect Bitcoin's market, either positively or negatively. I really think government regulation is needed. So, because once it's regulated, more and more people will adopt Bitcoin because they feel safe. When there's no regulation, it's like a wild wild west. Anything can happen. I mean, people can make money, but people will get burned and lose money. And most of the time, you want people to make money, so you do want it regulated, so to basically protect the public. So if it's so expensive, how can we make it affordable? How can we buy Bitcoin then? That's another question. Of course, there's ways. You don't have to buy the whole Bitcoin. You don't have to buy the 70,000 if you don't have it. You can slowly buy fractions of Bitcoin. Satoshi coins. That's the fraction of Bitcoin. That's up to the price of one Satoshi right now is 0.00007, I think, or 0.00067 or something like that. So that's very affordable. So you just end up buying Satoshis. You don't have to buy the whole thing. You can purchase fraction of a Bitcoin, making it accessible even to the smallest investments. If you have a long-term perspective, even the high current prices might seem affordable compared to the future value prediction. I don't know if you listen, but I do listen to the prediction because that gives me more conviction. I mean, prediction is, you don't know if it's going to happen or not, because it's basically a prediction. Nobody has crystal ball. They're just making a prediction, but everybody predicted that 2024 Bitcoin is going to reach 100,000. And next year, 2025, it's going to reach 200,000. So if they're wrong, it could be, somewhere there anyway. And year 2030, which is not too far off, that's only 6 years from now, they're predicting Bitcoin will reach 1 million. I don't know if that's true or not, but I haven't heard people saying predictions gonna go down to zero. Well, that's not true. The anti-prediction people are saying it's gonna go down to zero. So there's negative and there's positive, but mostly positive basically. So you have to have that long-term perspective that says to yourself that that conviction that Bitcoin is gonna go up in value. If you have that perspective, you'll be fine. You're gonna be buying Bitcoin in fractions. Believe me, because that's what I'm doing right now. And you can compare the value of Bitcoin, to gold or traditional assets. A lot of people see Bitcoin as a digital gold, considering its potential for significant future appreciation. So you can compare it, and Bitcoin's way up there. It's the best performing asset right now compared to gold, real estate, stocks, bonds, any investment out there. Nothing can compare to Bitcoin, and everybody has a chance. It's very democratic, but basically everybody has a chance to buy it. There's paintings. Who can afford paintings? You can't. But in Bitcoin, you can. So that's the way I see Bitcoin. So I'm telling you right now, is all you have to do is dollar cost average. Buy slowly, buy a little bit, and dollar cost average. That means you every day or every week or every month you buy a Bitcoin. Don't worry about the price. Just keep buying. You don't have to put in big. If you don't have the money, you start small. Put in whatever you can afford. If you can afford just one Satoshi, that's less than a penny. Do it. But you have to buy and gradually just increase. Just have a goal. That I'm gonna get this much Bitcoin. A lot of people put one Bitcoin as their goal. Right now, my goal is not that high. My goal is only half a Bitcoin, which is 0.5. I have about 0.3 something Bitcoin. I'm almost 0.4. So once I hit that 0.5, I'm going to change my goal. I'm going to make it higher to 1 Bitcoin. So it doesn't seem so big, and so expensive. It's like losing weight, instead of saying I want to lose 20 pounds, I'll just say I'm gonna lose 10 pounds. Make it easier, because 20 pounds is just look it's kind of scary and look like you can't do it. So you just put a goal that you're gonna buy this much Bitcoin, and eventually you'll get there, slowly but surely. The only thing I could say is just keep buying. So that's how you do it, you know. So my goal right now is to have half a Bitcoin, which is point 0.5 Bitcoin, and I should achieve it by, well, not this year, because I stopped buying. Actually, I stopped buying until the Bitcoin goes down a little bit, and I'm gonna start buying again. So I'm not gonna achieve it this year. I'm gonna achieve it next year probably, and then once I get that, I'm gonna start buying at I'm gonna change my goal to one. So that's basically how I'm gonna do it. So don't be afraid. Don't think that Bitcoin is so expensive. You haven't missed the boat yet. Bitcoin is only 15 years old, so it's so new, and it's still going up, and it will continue to go up based on its scarcity and the demand and the adoption out there. So that's our lesson for today. Hopefully that will help you out. And all I could say is keep buying. Good day. Thanks.